discipline will shape your life. See, a lot of people think that being productive or, taking shots just means doing the right thing. So going to the gym or eating healthy or taking education for a certain career you might want. But in order to get where you want to be and more, you need discipline. See, discipline is when you wake up and you don't want to go to the gym, you still go. When you wake up, you don't want to study, you don't want to eat healthy, but you still do it. And the reason you do it is because you've created an obsession, but you've created an obsession that is healthy, and you've created a reason in your head to keep going and to not allow yourself to stop. See, I am someone who has always lacked in discipline. I would just wake up, play video games, eat junk, eat snacks, not get any real nutrition, not go outside, not go to the gym, and I would expect things to change. I would expect people to like me. I would expect to find a wife. I would expect to, be happy. And what I realized is those days where I don't want to do something, that is the key to my success. Changing what I do on those days, what I say to myself on those days. So I started the gym about 7-8 months ago now, and I went to the gym for a month, and after that month was December, and I took a break. I'm not sure why I took a break. It was probably laziness, right? I didn't want to go to the gym, or I couldn't be bothered, etc. I didn't have a gym partner. So Christmas comes along, again, I'm drinking alcohol, eating unhealthy food, sitting around a lot. I'm not doing very much to progress myself, progress my health, my body, my mental. And the usual New Year's resolution, I'm gonna go gym 3 times a week, 4 times a week, That's what I call motivation. Now, motivation, in my opinion, is one of the biggest illusions that we have created for ourselves. Motivation is a lie you tell yourself. It's, I need motivation to do this, or when I have the motivation, I will do it. But motivation is not something that's just going to fall from the sky and change your life. Do you know what I mean? You need to develop discipline. Now, the way I developed discipline was I created an image in my head of where I want to be in my life in, let's say, 10 years, right? So I have a girlfriend who I want to marry, and I know I want to marry. And I said to myself, okay, so I'm 20 now, and I want to have kids by the time I'm 28, right? 28, so let's say 8 years. How do I expect to be the father I want to be within 8 years if I'm sitting around gaming, if I'm sitting around not eating the right foods, if I've got a gym membership that I'm paying for and I'm not even going, all right? So I created the image of myself where I want to see myself, and that helped me, that allowed me to go, okay, I don't want to go gym today, but does that matter? No. Why? Because as a father, when my kid is in pain, when my kid is in trouble, when my kid is struggling with something, whether it's mental health, whether it's physical health, my kid comes to me and says, Dad, I need help with this. How do I attain a PR in the gym? How do I feel happy? How do I control my emotions? If I'm not disciplined enough as a father to be able to tell him how to do these things, teach him discipline, he's gonna end up being lazy. He could end up being, but the reality of the situation would be that would be learnt behavior from me. That wouldn't be his way of life. That would be a way of life that I have taught him. So now I've started going to the gym. I've started working out. I've started eating healthy. So now in 8 years, when I am a father, and let's say my kid is 5, 10 now, and he comes to me and he says, Dad, how can you teach me how to do a pull-up? Can you teach me how to get a PR? Can you teach me how to shoot a basketball? Can you teach me how to develop knowledge and finances? Can you teach me how to invest? All of these things, if I'm not working on the discipline and I'm not working on improving that part of myself, how can I teach that to my child? And I don't want to raise an inadequate child. I don't. I know myself, I don't want to be inadequate. I know myself, I don't want to be lazy. I don't want to be unable to give my kids exactly what they need when they need it. And I think a lot of people get confused about the difference between motivation and discipline. Motivation is what gets you in the gym. Motivation is what makes you go, oh yeah, I want to get this body, or yeah, I want to get this type of wife, or yeah, I want to learn this knowledge, or I want to invest this amount of money. Discipline is being able to control the days you don't want to do those things and shape your life into making every day productive and every day beneficial to your life and to others around you. Now, if I didn't have discipline, I wouldn't be going to the gym still. I know that for a fact, because I've been to the gym 3 different times in my life. I've been to the gym at different ages, and I never went for more than 3 months. The reason for that is because I would start going to the gym. For the first 3 months, first 2 months, you see amazing progress. And then in that 3rd month, when you're not seeing as much progress anymore, you lose motivation. Now, losing motivation causes you to stop going, causes you to change your idea of the gym. So I started thinking, oh, I just don't have the genetics, or oh, I'm just weak, or I'm this, I'm that. Motivation, lack of motivation caused that. Discipline is what has made me keep going this time round. Discipline of the fact that I'm disciplined enough to tell myself now, look, I want to be a father. I want to be a husband. Do I want to be a weak husband? No, I don't. Do I want to be a weak father? No, I don't. So why would I sit around and not go to the gym? Why would I stay at home? Because the reality is, yeah, discipline is the skill to be able to tell yourself, okay, I don't want to go to the gym today, but what else would I be doing if I don't? Now, if you don't go to the gym so that you can read books, so that you can learn something new, so that you can be creative, so that you can develop your emotions or your mental health, then fair enough. Fair enough. But if you don't go to the gym to sit and play games, to sit and eat junk food, to watch movies, watch Netflix, doom scroll on TikTok, that was me. That was me. And I still do those things, don't get me wrong. Like, this is not me saying that I'm some sort of god of discipline. No, not at all. But what I've learned is that we have so much power over ourselves. Do not allow yourself to fall into the temptation of waiting for motivation. Because if you wait for motivation, you're going to be waiting for a long, long time. You're going to be waiting for that motivation to knock on the door. And let me tell you something, it is never going to. It's never going to fall in your lap. It's never going to drag you to the gym. So unless you have that discipline, yeah, what do you have? I think what we need to realize is that discipline keeps you going. Discipline is what wakes you up. It could be 6 in the morning, could be 8 in the morning. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. It keeps you going at the same time every day. Now, I don't miss a day of working out. I don't. Because I'm disciplined enough to tell myself, even if I feel weak, even if I feel lethargic, even if I feel like I don't have the motivation, I have the discipline. I have the skill to tell myself, okay, I don't want to do it today, but we're still going to do it regardless. And we're going to put 110% in. And even if you have a day where you're like, I've only got 80% today, 80% is better than 0. Do you know what I mean? One way I like to think about things a lot is, one of my friends, for example, told me, oh, I can only go gym once a week. I don't have much time. I told him, going gym once a week is 52 times a year. So now if you think about, oh, I don't have enough time to go gym 3 times a week. If you think about it on a weekly basis, again, you lose motivation because you don't have time. You don't have you know, what everybody else is lucky enough to have. But if you think about the long term, that's 52 times in a year. Over 10 years, that's 520 times. So if you don't think that within 10 years of even going once a week, you will change, you will. You will. Don't get me wrong, it'll be 3 times slower than you could if you're going 3 times a week, but change is change. And discipline creates that change even when you don't want to do it. So yeah, stay disciplined. And if you don't have the discipline, find it. Find a reason to be disciplined, because it's so important.